So I was having problems with the gun sticking on, the power just stuck on, and I've had it a while, and I thought to myself, there's not been any problems at all, but obviously whenever a problem occurs you say, oh, it's never happened before. Well, it's the first time, isn't it, for everything? So the gun stuck on. So I took it all apart in work on the day, and I looked at it and I couldn't see anything, and I chose a big clean spot to work in, and when I removed this cover, there was no spring, no ball bearings, no screws, no plastic, no nothing fell out or was loose or was broke. So my mind was a bit boggled, and I just went through the principles of how it works. You pull the trigger and that turns the water on, you let go and that stops the water. So the trigger obviously works on a pivot. So I had a look, and as I say, I couldn't see any springs to push this back or anything like that. And it was actually my customer that gave me the idea to do what I've just done. And thanks, Jill. She knows who she is. She watches my YouTube channels. When I was explaining to her that my gun's broke, and you know, because I was a bit yeah, because the gun had failed, I was a bit, you know, down on that day. So while I was explaining, and I was saying that I couldn't see any spring or anything, she did say to me, is the spring not inside the mechanism? Which I didn't even think about. So thanks for that. It was a brilliant suggestion. So what I've done is I've got the old faithful WD-40. You can't beat it. And I've took the screws out. Obviously, I won't show you how to take screws out. And then you remove these two, obviously. And then what it is this mechanism here. So when you pull the trigger up here, it pushes down on the valve here. I mean, I can't take this out now. It pushes down on that, which obviously opens the water. I can't push it actually because it needs a bit of pressure. So it's in here that the spring is. This moves up and down. So we've WD-40'd in there, and then we'll put it back together and we'll give it a test. Okay, well, that's done the trick. That's brilliant. The only other slight problem I've got now is that the end of this is supposed to be a turbo lance, so that's supposed to be spinning, but it has done that before. So I don't know what's suddenly gone, you know, tits up now for the tools, but at least that's fixed the job. So yeah, it was well, I assume a spring inside, and I could hear like bits of grit as well, so that WD-40 worked brilliant. But that's on, and it's turning itself off. So that's great. So now, on a separate issue, I'll have a look at the end and see why it's not turbo, but for now, that's the end of the video. Thanks very much. Hope it helps you.